What's up, you guys? Is it Sunday, guys? Is it Monday? It's Monday, guys. I am still fucking hungover. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I am never drinking again. I literally feel like death still, bro. Am I on the wrong mic? Sorry. What's up, you guys? Is that better, guys? Is that better? Dude, I am still fucked, man. Bro, I don't even remember the show, guys. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I deadass don't even remember watching that show. I don't remember it. I kind of remember it, but I don't remember I don't remember having. I mean, I remember some of it. Guys, was it bad? Was I embarrassing? No, I don't mean the show, guys. Was I embarrassing? Was it too much? Did I embarrass myself, guys? I don't really know. Was it too much? You're gonna say yes, but was it? No, a little bit. You were fine. Yeah, I mean, insight's not. Was it all right? Were we good? You were fine? It was fine? I don't know. Dude, guys, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know. I don't remember how many glasses of whiskey I had. I think I went down for 3. And damn, I think I'm just old. I don't even feel like I was that bad. I think I'm just fucking old. Yo, Sarah told me this is the prime 42 months, cutie. Guys, this is the best work song of all time, by the way, right? This is the best work song of all time. Guys, I'm going to do a short stream. The reason why I went live today is I figured I should go live, but also Castform sent me 75 DMs in the past 24 hours. So because he did, he also sent me this picture. Will it load? He sent me this. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. Maybe I mean, this is dead ass what he looks like right now, bro. This is what he looks like, dude. Look at this shit. Yo, what up, Carney? What up, Hopo? What up, Suki? What up, Lucky Pirate? What up, Majiko? Yoonwolf, Castform, Perth, Fairy Foreman, Westwind, Seldom, Mo, Mr. Botman Do, Joey. Did I say Joey? Coltum, Egberts, please, Isaiah, Saunders. Yo, Saunders. I don't even remember DMing you, Saunders. I don't even remember DMing you that night. I don't even know what I was saying. I sent you a DM and I deadass don't remember what I was talking about. He's gone. Wait, who's gone? Breakfast. Good to see you. Time Cop. Good to see you. J Blaze. Good to see you. Did I miss somebody? Mr. Pool Party Zed. Poppy Suave. Fuzzers. Did you like my message? I don't remember what it was. What was it? Wait, what was it? I don't remember what it was. The new TFT set is fire. Oh, I don't remember this. Yo, W, they added your pet into Lost Ark. And I responded at 5:29 in the morning. And I said, wait, what? And he said the camel. Bro, what the fuck? That's just low-key racist. Are we just saying because I'm Middle Eastern, they added a camel into the game? I don't even remember you writing that, bro. I don't even remember that shit, bro. I don't remember that shit at all. Literally at all, guys. They added a camel? What? I actually wrote up a fat little LOAON note, though. A little takeaway. Because if Casper was freaking out, so I wrote a little write-up. We'll go over the write-up. We'll react to some of the things that I kind of don't really remember. We'll look at a memo video or two. Maybe I'll browse the Doomer Reddit. And then tomorrow we will go live to look at Dragonite. Fuck it. Why not? And yeah. I wrote up a nice little list of shit, though, to go over some of this stuff that I thought and that I think. And then I'm getting the fuck out of here, guys. I'm not going to lie. I might go to the gym. We'll see. I don't know. I'm feeling rough. Azoy! Thanks for the tier 3 27 months. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, sir. Yo, Mr. Tet, how are you, sir? I need you to calm me down. That mod gets a pet and you still haven't got it? Face of Lost Ark, Ohm. I think that's just never going to happen, guys. At this point, what's the point? Who the fuck wants a snail pet anymore? I mean, Who wants that shit? That song fucking sucks, guys. Get Busy by Sean Paul is not a banger anymore. That shit gave me a headache. Is it TLDR that you quit the game? The TLDR, Lupa, is that I love you and I want you to give me a fat ass hug. And so I can grip that busser. Wait, what? Wait, what? Guys, I told you I'm a little weird right now. I'm a little bit weird right now. I'm struggling this morning, guys. I have some electrolytes, though. I've been drinking electrolytes for the past 2 days. What up, Chebel? How are you? Right now, I'm not always weird, guys. I'm not always weird. All right, how do I start this shit off? Do I look at... Maybe I should look at the memo shit first, and then I'll give my thoughts. I already wrote it out. I already wrote out all my shit. So it's all right here. But maybe I just look back at some of the things that I fucking don't even remember seeing, really. Well, I know what happened because I've like gone back and looked. I guess we can watch this shit first, though. What is this? Literally had me getting fucked by a dildo. Guys, this is like not family friendly at all. This is not family friendly at all, guys. This is not family friendly at all. Bro, what was this shit too? Wait, what was this shit? Oh, you sent me this yesterday. I didn't actually watch this yet. I didn't watch this yet. Okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know in the order of which I want to do things. Do I want to go... Damn, this is like a really hot ass picture though. That's crazy. Okay, do I want to go... Also, can we... Why does this winter look like this? Like, it looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. It looks kind of fucking weird. Damn, what do I want to do first? Do I want to watch this thing first? Do I want to go back and review some of this shit first? Maybe I watch everything, even though I wrote out my thoughts, and then I just give out my thoughts after. I think that's the way to do it real quick. Do I just run this shit back for the 2-time? Or do I go over my thoughts first and then watch it back? I don't know what to do right now. I'm a little conflicted. What is this first? What is this shit, bro? I mean, I can't even look at it. I'm not signed in on Twitter because I'm on a new PC, bro. I can't even look at it. It's a reframe tweet. It's actual porn. Memo's videos last. It doesn't influence your opinion. My opinion's written down, guys. I wrote it out already. I already kind of have my thoughts. You know what I mean? I mean, I think, and I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you guys. With all due respect, and some of you guys won't like this, because it does sound conceited. My opinion's the right opinion. My opinion is the right opinion, and it's just gonna be the honest opinion of the current state of what I think is going on, and it's just gonna be it's the right opinion, guys. So if you guys want to just take my opinion and run with it, it's the right one. How the fuck do I send it on Twitter? How do I send it on Twitter? Like, I don't know what my password is anymore. It's cooked, guys. I don't know what my password is anymore. Like, I don't know what it is. It's over. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's Gmail or some shit. Don't watch it, bro. The video, don't watch it. Is it bad? Pop the Zen. This is called an out, bro. 192718. 192718. It's not that bad, but soft bad. I'm confused. Can you link it again? Because I got it. Can you link it again? Watch it, but don't show it. It's not. Okay, let me just look at the video. Okay, let me examine this for the boys. Can we just look at it again? Let me examine this. All right. No, with all due respect, let me examine this shit. Okay, guys. First of all, this is fine to look at. Can somebody explain to me what is going on with this character? Like, I don't get, guys, like, is this some kind of crazy fantasy for a lot of people or something? I don't understand. I don't get it. Is it, what's wrong? She's bad. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand from your perspective, like, what about this character is bad? She looks like a random homeless lady on the side of the street that like talking to herself in the middle of LA where like, I mean, she looks like what I'm just saying, like, what about this character is hot? You can't even see anything. You just see like, you know, can't confirm I've seen her IRL. I don't know. She's a witch. Watch this video. Are you dumb? Tazzy, what are we looking at? Like what? I'm just saying, Tazzy, this right here is what's getting you going? Am I missing something, Tazzy? Is that what's getting you going? Like this right here? This half hair, that's it? No, I'm just asking. No, gamer, like you don't have to, I'm asking you a question. Is this little snippet right here what gets you going? You know? Blue eyes, red hair, and teeth. I mean, that sounds like fucking, you know, I mean, Saturn, I think, has blue eyes, red hair, and has teeth. I mean, fuck, if that's all it takes for you, then hey, like that, then we might be fucking going. Like, if that's all it takes for you, then we might be going, huh? We might be going somewhere. I mean, sheesh, guys. Do you want to watch the summary video? Honestly, there's probably some things that I missed in the thing, and there's things that I wrote down, and there might be some things that I missed. So I woke up this morning, I laid in bed, super nauseous still, and I wrote down all of the things that I like remember, and then I like notated. There's probably some things that I've missed for sure. But some of the things that stuck out to me, I wrote down, right? So that way I could share some of the thoughts of the things that I do remember. And then I want to go over that, but I also want to see what they have to say. I know the general gist. Should we just watch this? How long is this?
Sir,
18 minutes?
This is
this a good video? Should we watch this? I mean, fuck it. Let's just watch it all, guys. We got some time. Let's just watch it all. At this point, like, let's just watch, but I don't know what to do. Do I go? I'm trying to think. Do I want to go into my thoughts first? I feel like my thoughts are best served for the end. I feel like with my write-up, it is best served for the end. Just the way that I wrote it. I think it's just best served for the end. So I think I'm going to save my thoughts for the end because I think it's just better served that way. Because I think when I go over my thoughts, then it's like, yeah. All right, fuck it. Let's look at some dope shit first then. Why don't we look at some dope shit? Okay, I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch this updated one. There were a lot of things that when I watched it, I went back to watch this. And I can say at the very least that when I watched this class back, I thought it looked a lot cooler the second time. But when I watched it live, for some reason, I was kind of like, this shit doesn't really hit for me. But then when I watched it back, I'm like, damn, maybe I was drunk. It does look pretty fucking cool. I thought so. It looked better. I thought it was awesome. When I watched it live, I remember looking at it and I was like, damn, this doesn't look as cool to me as, I don't know. Maybe I was drunk. I don't know. But that was my thought. Then I watched it back. I'm like, no, this shit looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. But I think what I realized at the time too was like, damn, this is in my write-up. Okay, fuck, let's just watch the video. Let's watch this one first. Fuck it. Sunny told me when we watched, she didn't like this. She said it reminded her of a Chinese mobile game. You know what I mean? This kind of also reminded me of some weird WoW thing they try to do where they had like this little art thing. I'm trying to, no, but I want to watch this though. What the fuck is going on here? So what's happening? There's a baby and a dragon. The dragon's the baby's friend. Is it a Lazanith? Is it a Lazanith? So is she supposed to be a Lazanith or something? I'm trying to figure this out. All right. Yeah, it's like a Maple Story tutorial cutscene, yeah. Okay, like a random guy in a cloak shows up. And the dragon attacks the random guy in the cloak. And they attack the dragon. And the dragon dies. And she's sad the dragon's dead. Damn, now it all makes sense. Yeah. How about this, Tazzy? Is this get you going or not? Carney, thanks for the prime 3 months. All right. I mean, honestly, again, I was just faded. I feel like I feel like when I watch this, I'm like, what is going on? Okay, all right. So she's mad that the dragon died. Dragon's her friend, and now she's going on a vengeance tour. Yeah. She could be in a doll here, bro. You have no idea. Bootleg duck sauce. I mean, it's a lot cooler than I remember for sure. I was faded. When I watched this, I thought it was dumb as fuck. Not dumb, I was like, it's mid. It's a lot cooler than I remember. I also think, yeah, this is like one of those things where it's like 4 classes fused in one and you're depressed if you play any of them, right? Like you play Glavier, kind of fucking lame. If you play, you know what I was thinking though? I think what they should have chose personally is that not this green color. I think the green color for me was probably where, like, I think they could have chose blue because like the green reminds me of Soul Eater a little bit. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of Soul Eater. Like the red hits, right? The red hits, but I think green wasn't the right color. Like the red hits, but green's a little Soul Eater-y. And then this is like a countering gun lance. That's literally what this is. As counter gun lance. And I think it's a transform or something, or it popped the form. And then now, I don't know yet, I haven't seen the video. And then it has like a perfect and a sign. I mean, I think it's objectively pretty good to me. Subjectively pretty good. I think it looks a lot better than I remember for sure. I will say when I looked back and I didn't like. Now the skills are pretty sick. This one I didn't like though. That's cool. I didn't like the pose. This is the pose that everyone does where it looks like the character has a stroke. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. When she looks back at it and the character has that stroke face, this one. If you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. This is the one where you do the thing and you turn back and the character's face like having a stroke. Bro, I feel like, I don't know. No, I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was pretty decent. Looking back, the sound effects have more oomph. It makes me feel a little bit bad about my Valkyrie. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Like, hey, because I feel like Valkyrie doesn't have that oomph. Okay, let's watch this one. I gotta take a dump again, bro. It's like the after dumps of alcohol. You ever had those? No, it's true. Like, if you like drank a lot and then yeah. I also had some Korean food last night too. We did some Korean barbecue at home. I know it's off topic and some of you guys don't care about this, but check this shit out though. Look at this shit. We did some Korean food at the house. Boom. Boom. Look at this. All the rice and like meat and veggies and kimchi and shit. It was pretty good. I ate a lot of that last night and then yeah, I feel so bloated and gross right now.
그 특별한 존재에 대해 설명하려 한다. 그녀를 처음
This one after? Okay.
프로잔이었지. 나는
I'll do it after.
언제나처럼 가디언의 흔적을
God.
괴물이다. 어디선가 들려온 비명 소리. 그 끝에서 발견한 것은 거대한 할보드를 든 채 적들과
Why do they keep doing the pose? Why do they keep doing the pose? What's with this pose? Damn, that looks pretty cool. Wait, so did it end up being a halberd? It did, right? Yeah, that wasn't an axe.
수많은 공격에도 압도적인 기세로 상대를 몰아붙이고 있었지.
Yeah.
그녀는 순식간에 적들 사이로 파고들었다.
What the fuck is that? Wait, is that a stance? And there's, oh, I didn't see any of this. So there's like a stance, is that a Glavier stance, and there's orbs.
할보드를 휘두를수록 더욱 강한 힘이 차오르는 것이 느껴졌고 그것은 내게 아주 익숙한 힘이었다.
That's like,
날개가 돋아난 순간 나는 확신했지. 그래, 놀랍게도 그녀는 가디언의 힘을 쓰고 있었다. 그 힘을 소모하는 만큼 더욱 강력한 공격을 퍼부었지.
wait, it's the guy from before in the video.
이 땅에 내린 저 불길한 재앙을 막아야 한다.
I'm sorry I killed the dragon.
순간 그녀에게서 솟아오른 강렬한 불꽃. 눈앞의 존재는 더 이상 인간의 모습이
I'm
아니었다.
so confused.
거대한 날개를 펼친 그녀의 모습은 마치 타오르는 화신과도 같았지. 초월적인 힘을 발현하게 되자 더 이상의 제약은 없어 보였다. 이후 그녀는 기존과는 전혀 다른 형태의 공격을 하기 시작했다.
Oh, I
계속
see.
관찰한 결과 가디언의 모습으로 변신했을 땐 화염의 힘을 모아 폭발시켰고 변신 없이 힘을 활용할 땐 비늘을 통해 안정적인 방어를 확보하는 한편 일순 무기를 강화시켜 할보드의 파괴력을 극대화하더군. 그녀가 어떻게 그러한 힘을 지니게 되었는지 조사가 필요해 보인다. 나를 포함한 가디언 조사관들은 앞으로도 주시할 것이다.
Alright, let's watch Momo's video. Damn, okay. That's like 17 classes in one.
Welcome all the YouTube enjoyers. The Guardian Knight skill explanation trailer just dropped. Her party synergy is 6% damage. There are two kind of skills, green skills and red skills. Green skills are called Halberd skill, her weapon that she has. And red skills can be two, human and dragon skill. There's something called cost. If you see here, these are the cost. They are called
combo points?
amber. So this means it doesn't have mana. Whenever you use the green skills, the halberd skills, it restores the amber. And whenever you use the red skills, it consumes the amber. Let's see. Yeah, +3 there. And then red consumes it, right? Every time you use the red skill, then per each amber consumption, it increases 10% damage on that skill that you used. This structure resembles Rage
Yo,
Hammer
what up,
Destroyer.
Siori? How are you,
Alright,
bro?
Next is about the class engraving. First one is a dragon focused build. So you see this gauge in the center. Every time you use the skill, the gauge fills up, and on full gauge, you can Z into the dragon mode. Your spacebar turns into holding skill. Basically, you can glide, transform, and glide like that. You get paralysis immunity just like other transformation classes, and you recover 1 amber every 0.8 second. Your attack speed and movement speed increases.
Bro, it's like Demon Hunter, fucking Gun Lancer. It's like fucking
by 10%. The human skills turn into dragon skills. Basically, they share same root, but divides into two. Left is the human skill. Right
Destroyer,
is the
yeah.
dragon skill that's gonna showcase. They both share the same root is the thing.
Yeah, it's like some
Also,
crazy
the
power
tripod
creep.
is different. So left first, the human. So it charges like that. And look at the tripod. Watch it changes. Like that. It transforms and then turns into the dragon. And the skill is completely different, see? You can use the dragon skills even if you don't have enough ambers, but you idealistically want to use it when there are embers, since each consumption increases 10%.
Damn, I
damage.
just feel like if you're like a scouter or a shadow hunter, which like 10 of those exist in the game, I feel like it's just like, what the fuck? I have to rework that. No, that's kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked
when
up.
the gauge runs out, or when you press Z, then you go back to human. Arc passive tier 4 part of the Dragon Focus. Your attack speed and movement speed increases by 15%.
Interesting. Wow, 15% exactly,
Every time
huh?
the ember consumes, you get a flame stack that looks like this right here. This can reach up to 20. And not just that, you get a new skill called Infernal Burst. It's an X skill. Infernal Surge in English, I guess. And when you press the X, then you lose all the
Bro,
stacks.
this is like 30 classes
for
in
each
one.
of those flame stacks, it reduces the cooldown of all the skills by...
This is like RE. It's like, what the fuck? It's like Surge, RE, fucking Destroyer. It has, it's like, what is this? This is some crazy power creep, bro. This is next level power creep. I thought this class would be very simple. It's got like 10 different things in it. I thought this would be simple. Wow. I thought this would be a little bit more of a simple class. It is definitely like, there's like fucking 10 classes in here. There's transformation class. Okay, let's keep going. I don't even know.
0.7 second per stack. Except for the X and Awakening, T skill is not confirmed. So this is like, when you have 20 full stack, that's 14-second instant reduction. That skill is the X skill. So not just when you press the X, when you go to the human form, you lose all the stacks as well. Interesting part is that you cannot gain the stacks on the current dragon form if you used the X. This means you have to rotate the skills to go to the next dragon form in order to earn the stacks. This confirms that X is the last skill you want to use on that dragon form. Now the second build, Halberd focused build. You cannot utilize the embers at all. It doesn't consume, it doesn't recover. So basically this part. All your normal skills turn into a head attack. It says normal skills specifically. So maybe there are some skills that doesn't turn to head attack. When you have at least half of gauge, this part right here, then you can use a damage skill by pressing Z. Also, she gets a new X skill which gives you push immunity. 30% shield from max HP, and 20% damage reduction for 5 seconds. This sounds familiar, right? It's the Sura Breaker X skill. For
what the fuck is this dog shit, bro? What is this? What the fuck is this? Why do you have like 80 different things in one class? What is this? This is actually the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. So there's a Shura build too. What is this, bro? Yo, Sam People, thank you, King.
Guardian Knight, it can stack up to 2 times, so sounds better than Sura. And not just that, when you Z, it automatically grants you 5 seconds of X.
What is this? What is this? Yo, tacos. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is it? It's not loading, bro. It's not loading. I don't know what's going on, bro. It's not loading. It's not loading. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is the most power creep class I've ever seen in Lost Ark, I think. I mean, guys, you think it's gonna do 0 damage tomorrow? You guys think it's gonna do 0 damage tomorrow? This is like, yeah. It's gonna do infinite.
So Z is like activating both Z and X. This Z skill has 1 second cooldown. So if you have full gauge, then you can 4 consecutive X. So that's a push immune and shield and DR for 20 seconds. Left is the tier 4 arc grid.
What is this?
Head attack build. And right is the Z damage skill.
No, this is the craziest class I've ever made.
It consumed half of the gauge.
How the fuck do you make Wild Soul and then you have the, I don't know. Wow, what was the last class? Valkyrie? What the fuck? Damn, that is, Oh, I don't know. I don't know which build's crazier. This one, I mean, maybe this doesn't do a lot of damage or something.
And then you can see there's a 2 different buff that's running out from 5 seconds. I don't know what the right one is, but the left one is the 5-second state of the X, because what he's gonna do now is that he's gonna click X and refresh this left buff. Watch. Like that.
Wow.
And there was an effect as well, right? For the
Shadowrino!
dragon focus build, not sure if it's a back attacker or a head attacker or like, you know, hitmaster or somewhere in between. But I'm assuming it's gonna be close to hitmaster since one build is head attacker confirmed. And I don't think Dragon is gonna be back attack. Overall, the class looks really fun. Just like Valkyrie, they put in a lot of good stuff exist from other classes. The Dragon build, it's based on the Rage Hammer Destroyer structure of this Amber system. And the fact that there's an X skill and the X reduces the cooldown of other skill, that's like remaining energy rate, right? Hitmaster version remaining energy, I guess. And for the Halberd focus, I think it has nothing to do with the Destroyer since they cannot utilize the Ember, but obviously her characteristic resembles the Sura Breaker. Price of the Master Brawler, is there a difference? 07.
Damn.
This is the Hyper Awakening called Awaken. Nice name. Hyper Awakening name Awaken. Alright, anyways, that's all for this video. See you guys.
Damn, that's fucked up. That's Bro, this is dead ass the Scion skill, bro. Lost Ark has no problem just stealing League skills at this point. Just straight up. Dude, what is that? What is it? What is this? What is this? This is like fucking like Glavier's pound skill or whatever, but just way better. Like, what is this? Is so. I fucking hate this pose. Damn. Damn. That might take the cake for me. I don't know. That might be the most power creep class I've ever seen in the game. I'm trying to think, bro. That's crazy. This class's kit is so stupid. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. This class literally has everything. Like, what the fuck?
존재는 더 이상 인간의 모습이 아니었다.
I wonder what the point of the space bar is though. Like, is this like a hold para immune? Like, is it that useful, or you gain stuff with it though, right? There's no way you're just fucking perma. Like, is it status immune while you're doing it, or?
초월적인 힘을 발현하게 되자 더 이상의 제약은 없어 보였다.
Is it hold push? I don't know.
기존과는 전혀 다른 형태의 공격을 하기 시작했다.
Wow.
계속 관찰한 결과 가디언의 모습으로 변신했을 땐 화염의 힘을 모아 폭발시켰고, 변신 없이 힘을 활용할 땐 비늘을 통해 안정적인 방어를 확보하는 한편 일순 무기를 강화시켜 할버드의 파괴력을 극대화하더군. 그녀가 어떻게 그러한 힘을 지니게 되었는지 조사가 필요해 보인다. 나를 포함한 가디언 조사관들은 앞으로도 주시할 것이다.
No, Amazon stuff. I thought it was going to be yesterday or today. I thought they were going to release this up today, but maybe it's tomorrow. They're supposed to do like an update video or something this week or something. Okay, well, that's interesting. That looks pretty fucking crazy. Let me go look at this Gunnar raid again real quick because I want to see what's going on. What did I miss on the Gunnar raid that was so crazy? What did I miss from the Gunnar raid?
이 작고 귀여운 심장이 고동치는 소리가 들려. 그 사랑스러운 네 고통.
I read some comment that there was a translation that they couldn't include everything from the raid because it wouldn't go on YouTube. I don't know if that's fucking true or not. I read it somewhere. So maybe that's something that we lost in translation. I don't know where it was. Is that true? They said that there was some stuff they couldn't put on YouTube.
Thank God.
On Inven, they call it a VTuber raid. More grotesque, you think? Or they said gore. Huh. I don't know. I don't fucking really know what's going on.
무슨 소리를 내는지 볼까?
Okay, is it the teeth, Tazzy, or? Oh, there's the broom.
이 신선한 피와 살점, 아름다운 작품을.
Okay, it looks a little bit cooler than I remember as well, actually, but. Okay, I'm just saying, Tazzy, are you into this now? She turns into this. Are we still on the same? Are we still, you're like, this is, you're also like that she turns into this, or? We're into this shit too, or? Still what? All right, got you. A little freaky like that, huh? Want to get up on that thing. I wonder what the gore thing they're talking about is. I don't. Kind of looks like, I remember saying this, it kind of looks like an Elden Ring kind of thing, right? Like a. So wait, Saint was saying, I remember this, he said that this is supposed to be the representative of the clown faction people. So they're like people that walk amongst normal people. They look like normal people, and then they're the primordial thing. Is this what it was? This is it. Yo, Mr. I Like TV, skinwalkers. But this is the clown people thing, right?
Thank God.
Interesting.
Getting close
Okay.
to 4 years.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. Okay, so there's 2 4-man raids. There's 2 4-man ones, but the other one they didn't show, right? Is that what it is? Wife? I mean, guys, I don't get it. I just don't understand. She really looks like Elden Ring. Yeah, I know she has that Elden Ring look to her. Can you add 6, 7? I think we're too old for that, Fuzzy. Like, I think you're 33. Like, we don't have to pretend like we're young. We can just be what we are, bro. You're 33 now and shit. I think it's fine, bro. We don't have to add that. You know what I mean? We don't have to pretend like we're young. Like, we can just, you know, like we're not, you know. It's just red-haired. It's just a red-haired witch. Why? I'm not, guys, if you're into, listen, I asked you if you are into it. I said I didn't understand it, but if you're into it, like, it's all good. Guys, I want you to know that I'm never going to kink shame you. I'm asking. I'm curious. I'm asking you what about it is what gets you excited. That's it. I'm into it. Okay, you're into it, bro. I'm just asking, curious, you know? Like, if you asked me what I'm into, I would tell you, like, oh, that's why I'm into it, you know? The other one's in March. January, February, March. Okay, so the other raid is in March as well. Okay. Fuck, guys, this is going to be a rough stream, boys. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm struggling, but we're doing our best. Elden Ring is a witch lady, which you meet at the start. She does look similar. That thing is nasty as fuck, though. Like, the teeth and shit. 2 raids without sidereals. Apparently, from what I remember, they said that every player gets the ability to take a sidereal type skill in their item loadout. That's what they said, that you don't have a sidereal, is that right? And then you put it on your skill. I don't know if that's actually true. You steal a boss skill. Interesting. The other thing that I wrote down, this could be fuzzy and you at the next Lakers game.
So Gold will head to the line. Makes her first. The kids really want this next basket, Jonathan. Oh, I understand. Understand. And makes. And there you go. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Kids are, I mean, why?
What the fuck? Look at them, they're so excited.
Not, right? Why not? What? What an atmosphere.
Oh my god, John Young. Florida? Wait, John Young, why are you going to Florida? Aren't you from Canada?
God.
Thanks for the 37 months, man.
Going on vacation to Florida
It's
tomorrow.
cute,
Have fun
Dreamaz.
watching
It's
the new
cute, you
content
know.
of
It
7.
is. Wait, you're going to this for the context of the game? Supposed to be Resident Evil 5. I'm closing this. I'm scared. It's gonna scare me, bro. I'm scared. Natural killer. I'm scared. Please let this meme die. It's so dumb. I don't think it means anything. I don't think it means anything. All right, let's watch the memo thing. Let's just keep going. Let's look at the memo thing first, and then God, let's look at this first, and then I'll go through my stuff.
Matches that hits the Rice Eaters. Welcome all the YouTube enjoyers. Today, I'm going to cover the Korea community's reaction to the LOAON. Overall, the reaction is positive. Whenever the director announces patches that hits the Rice Eaters, so-called the RMT sellers in Korea, then Inven likes it. So let's get into it. Okay, first one is the Portia Lin's LOAON review. Portia Lin is one of the most biggest Lost Ark streamer in Korea. For the ones that the games had to done, it was not bad. But there was no kick. Kick is not that, streaming site. Kick in Korea means something that was not predictable. Literally something I said at the end of the summary video yesterday. There was no hype factor. And Portia Lin is also saying the same thing. But honestly, Lost Ark is
I think globally everyone can agree with that. Like there was no like what the fuck? There was none of that. You know what I mean? There was none of like what the fuck, right? There was no what the fuck. You know what I also realized too, and I was too drunk at the time. There was no next class announcement. They didn't show anything. Usually they always show something. They didn't show anything. There's gonna be one, but they didn't show it, which is surprising. They didn't do that. No Q&A. Yeah, no Q&A.
The game that it's hard to go hype. Overall, I would say it's 8 to 9 out of 10. If
that's a high score.
Look into all other LOAONs, ever since the director got changed, it was really bad. This LOAON is definitely better than any of them. So what is the overall LOAON's direction? We will try to receive a lot of new players. We will also try to receive a lot of return players. And also, we will make the game happy and happy. Happy Jayhawk Land. Happy Jayhawk Land means basically
Happy
make an
Jayhawk
easy
Land.
raid. Because in Korea, people got so mad when Act 2 and Act 3 was really hard on release. Made people, use the Western DPS meter, spam XDD. Which was the reason why he added the death count and the combat analysis, right? They will try to preserve some of the asset of the whales. Up to some appropriate amount, not like a lot. So anyways, TLDR, he did come up with everything that Koreans wanted. But once again, no hype factor. The LOAON was not like, oh, is this game a god tier game? Oh, we must play this. It's not like that level. It's just, it was decent. If you want to make a game as a god tier game from here, then the only answer is to release Season 4 Hard Reset. But Hard Reset literally grinds all the assets of the existing players. And then the game will die. So this is impossible. TLDR, the director has to find good balance in between the whales who want their asset to be preserved and also try to receive the new players who doesn't want, too much gap in between the whales. So this is like very contradictory, right? I personally don't like that kind of Korean whales mindset of asset preservation. Like, you know, Smoggate deserves this ill because they're the one who made the limit to infinite and let the whales whale all the way, right? 75 upvote, 2 downvote. This comment says, this game has been on for 7 years in Korea. If you seek for hype factor, then the only thing that can hype you is hard reset. And then the next,
I don't actually agree with that at all. I don't think that you need, I think you could, there's tons of ways you could make hype factors. I don't think that's even true. I don't think it matters. I don't agree with that. I think that doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like you don't hype, no matter how old the game is, there's just fundamental things that you could change about the game that can make it hype. It doesn't have to be UE5. It could just be a huge structural gameplay change that you're like, whoa, wait, what? And then people would probably feel that way, right? I don't think it has to be, I don't think that's true. Like if a game's old, I mean, I think if anything, I mean, you could see it a lot with like, a lot of games do showcases that have been around for a while. Like, yo, that's fucking something we wanted for a long time. You know, or that's super sick. I have my write-up and stuff, guys. I'll go through it. Let's just watch this.
Says, but the problem is, if you do that, then the existing players will quit the game. Korea, guys. This is Korea. The game is heavily focusing on what Koreans want.
Wait, did we not get any...
which is pretty much against what Western
fried chicken collab.
And therefore, for people who doesn't like that, it's better to, you know, play something else, honestly. And maybe later you might come back if you think other games are not as good as Lost Ark. This is pretty sad because like MMO nowadays, they're so mid. You're not trying to find the best MMO. It's more like you're trying to find the least worst MMO. All right, next.
It's true.
Hello, my name is Seruka, the new boss. Hello. Yeah, that's how she truly looked like on Gate 2. Okay, let's look at the comment. Honestly, I'm erected. What? Okay, next one. Next one shows a VTuber into a real face. People are calling Seruka's nickname is VTuber because she looked like this on Gate 1, but then her real form is like this on Gate 2. They're calling her name as a VTuber, guys. Interesting. Okay, next.
Yo, that's so... At first, I'm like, what are we talking about, the VTuber thing? But now I get it. That's so fucking crazy. That's talks. Yo, that's insane. Oh my God. I needed that, bro. Honestly, this is great. I needed that. That's funny. Wow. I was like, what are they talking about? The VTuber boss. I didn't understand that.
After Seruka came out, there's someone who got effed hard, right? Who is that? Echidna. Because she's also one of those shadow with Kaku Seiden. So her true form might look disgusting as well. But before her neck got sliced by Vicus, she was not a shadow. She was like literally a demon, right? Yeah, we need some story about this later on for Echidna. This guy says, if you naked her, then she becomes a he. What? All right, next. Guys, do you guys know that? Seruka is one of those shadows that was in Kaku Seiden's body. This indicates that Kaku Seiden that was in...
Wait, where? Oh, is it the one on the left? Oh, I wonder if these are all of the bosses. That's interesting. Is it this one on the left?
Kaku Seiden's body. This indicates that Kaku Seiden is not just a shadow, but something like, you know, that's beyond shadow. He's literally the shadow container. Interesting, guys. Interesting. What is this? This is my new wife. Yeah, bro, this is my new wife. I already have her picture like taken like this. Yeah, I like saddest girls. Not gonna talk deep about this since I'm gonna upload on YouTube. I've been doubting on this thing, and I think it's convinced.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Seruka, not this, but this. All right, what's with her? She shows her real form, but if you see how he come out, he's trying to hide her titty. What? Eh? He's been in the female body for such a long time. When he comes out as a true form, he has the habit of like trying to hide the female's private part like this? And doesn't that like, you know, kind of make you hard?
There's
Director
no,
knows
he's looking
what,
for these
like,
posts.
true hentai
Dude,
is.
there's no way this is actually.
77 upvote and 10 downvote. And then the first comment says, "Are you a retard?" Next one. Bro, there's so many Seruka related stuff.
dude.
Bro, what? Yo, Seruka, when you not sure if I can say this on YouTube. When you have the SEX with me, I told you not to go to a real form. And then shows this, and then says, "Gomennasai, I'm sorry, I orgasmed, so I unconsciously went back to normal form." And then shows a Pepe
What
smoke.
is
I'm
going
forgiving you
on?
once, so go back to your real
What
form.
is going on?
Okay, ... heart. What? Wait, I thought that, so this is what he want? And then when she goes orgasm, she turns into this, and that's what he didn't like it. But
What
it's
is going
opposite. This
on, bro?
unhinged.
What is
He
going?
want to have the SEX with this, and then when he orgasms, then he
What?
turns into this,
I don't want
and
to
he
talk.
doesn't like
Change
that.
this.
Oh my god, bro! Like, you know, it's
Change
just
this.
on like reaction. And then the best comment says, "Crying cat emo with Shibao." Shibao means like fucking fuck, something like that. And bunch of people using stare emo. Look at that. Only some Koreans are unhinged, guys, okay? Not all the Koreans are like this, see? Like, there are normal people like this, okay? Alright, next one. A drama between the director and the player after the LOAON
Oh,
in IRL.
shit.
Wait, what? Yesterday, after the LOAON, during the photo time, a player who plays a scouter asked director, "Ayo, director, this new semi-supporter
He just shows up for some shit, bro. Oh,
buff in the Guardian raid, it has a mana restoration, right? But Scouter cannot get mana restoration at all. Is there like battery recovery?" And the director said, question mark, huh? I mean, even when you guys had a supporter, you guys didn't get any buff. The player felt very toxicity from the director. Comment. I play AT Scouter. Honestly, I feel relieved that at least this bozo knows that Scouter doesn't use mana. Oh my god, bro. They have such a low expectation to the director, guys. Next. I mean, Lost Ark is a 19+ adult game. Then can you illustrate nipple? What? Oh, I thought we're done with this. Like, female characters, it doesn't have to be explicitly showing the nipple, but for example...
what about the bulge though? How come there's no bulge in Lost Ark? I'm just saying, guys, there should be a bulge. There's no bulge. It's zero. It's flat. I think it's a little weird. There should be a bulge, guys. I'm just keeping it real. There should be bulge.
Like, if they are not wearing bra, it should be shown through the clothes, the shorts, right? But instead, what's going on is that only the guy characters show the nipple through the clothes. And I think this is a gender discrimination. What? This is going into something else. 54 upvote and 5 downvote. Comment. I'm a girl, and I feel unpleasant that they don't describe the bulgeness on the male characters down there. Funny. Okay, next. A lot of people were saying they cannot raise the new class because of the 6 weekly gold earning limitation. To the developer and the director, they received it as a bullshit. Did you guys look at the statistic from LOAON? People who have 6 full character with 1700 minus level is 97%. And the director literally concluded, so the reason why these guys cannot play the new character is not because of the 6 weekly limit. They're just trying to rice farm the gold and RMT. At the end of the day, this will not give any positive effect to the game and to our sales as well.
I think the design is just so different. Like, I think people make a new class because they want to make it. Like, they look at it and it looks cool. I think the idea, there's something wrong with the philosophy of like, oh, I can't raise this because I can't make more gold than 6. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't want to have I can't have 7, so I won't make it. I mean, if that's the logic, then you would have fucking 30. Like, you would just have infinite classes, right? So I think it's like people want to make the class, they decide to make it, and then, yeah, 7. And then it's like some people are like, oh, I don't want to invest all the time into, on the character. It's a lot, right? But I think just saying that you have to uncap it because you can't make new characters. It's like a weird way of thinking. I don't know. Should make it because you want to, right? People should make alts because they think they're cool. People should make an alt in a video game because it looks dope. Damn, I want to play that. That looks fucking sick. You know, I think it's a weird philosophy for sure. Yeah. The numbers are probably, I mean, I don't think a lot of people, there aren't that many, bro. There are not that many. There aren't that many. It's just, it's monotonous for most people, so they choose not to do it. You know? They choose not to, right?
So we're not gonna do this at all. 209 upvote and 1 downvote.
I will say that there are more people probably over here than over there.
Comment. It's actually crazy that there's only 3% of people who has 1700 plus of all 6 character. There's so many Rice Eaters in this game. Okay, interesting. All right, next one. Actually got.
I think it's also dumb that they assume that you're a Rice Eater if you don't have 6 characters over 1700. Like, what if you just don't want to play fucking, like, I don't know. You don't, is that weird? Like, what if you just don't want to play 6 fucking characters and do that? Like, maybe that's also a weird way to look at it. Maybe you're not a Rice Eater, maybe you just don't want to do it.
Goosebump after watching that 6 limit presentation. There's only 29% of the population who plays all 6 character on whatever level. There's only 3.3% who have all those 6 characters above 1700. Literally, Invent is full of momless, unemployed rice monkeys.
I mean, that's probably true though. The people that complain about these limits and shit like that are probably people that have infinite time. It's probably true, right? Yeah, it's probably true. I think most people don't want to do that. I don't think it's like I think most people find it monotonous. Yeah. Same with Reddit. I think our Reddit's different, bro. I think our Reddit is very casual. Bro, I think it's different. Invent, I think, is more of the sweaty enthusiast. I don't think Reddit is like that. I think our Reddit's the opposite. Of we're like, if you read Reddit comments, they're definitely more on the casual side, bro. Definitely more on the casual side for sure.
Disgusting roaches. The only thing that they have big is their voice, like whining and complaining all day. 141 upvote. Holy based, bro. There's top comments.
Can we casually go on Reddit? Bro, that's not true, man. That's not true. I know you think that you wouldn't be, bro. There are people that don't even play the game that go on Reddit. Like Reddit is just like a place where people hang out. You don't have to be, I know you're saying like, oh, if you're on Reddit about a game, you're probably not casual, but like, bro, there are a lot of people that just fucking, they just chill on Reddit. Like it's a tab open. There's like some fucking, what was that one guy, Pirate Software, when he was working at Blizzard, he always had Reddit open. He was always just like going on Reddit. Bro, some people just live on Reddit. Like it's like a browsing forum. They just like to have conversations and shit, you know?
I feel like people who play all 6 character being 30%, it doesn't make sense. Because like if I look around, like a lot of people plays all 6 character. It's a loss for this game if you don't play full 6 character. All right, let's see the comments. That means the people around you is in that 30%.
Yeah,
You said
like,
people around you in the
stupid comment. This is the stupidest comment. This is like, oh, well, my subjective experience, the people I interact with, they all have 6 characters. So everyone does. It's like, no, bro. Like there's probably a lot of people that just, you don't see them because they don't have 6. So they just play their main and that's it. Or like 2 characters. Yeah, that's crazy.
Discord or guild, right? Let's be honest.
It's crazy.
People who play casually, basically 6- character, they don't even do Discord with other people or get into the guild. Interesting. This guy says, there's a lot of people who play 4 character. The current meta is you have 1 high main and 3 rat ults.
What's it for?
You do the trade run. And you can do the trade run on any content, including the hardest raid, the hard casuals in Korea, because main characters, they're done with the arc raid since 3 months has passed. All right, next one. I actually got disgusted on the YouTube chat on the live LOAON. when the director was giving the trophy to the people IRL, his retarded chat was judging those people's appearance, like calling them fat and ugly. I actually like, you know, got disgusted.
What the
at how
fuck?
are these idiots living under the same sky with
What
me?
the
I
fuck?
learned
It's toxic.
to not watch the YouTube chat when watching LOAON.
What
130
the
upvote.
fuck?
Oh wow. Have you been watching the chat until that happened? I closed it as soon as the orchestra started. By the way, the orchestra started literally as an intro, guys. So this guy, like, you know, closed the chat like right off the bat. I really like that the soft reset happens at 1730. If you are parking at normal, then use your freaking gold to raise it to the hard level. So this is like, he is doing the alleviation, but at the same time, he's trying to sync the gold as well. I actually got surprised because normally, Lost Ark is a game that heavily alleviates for the new players. For example, I expected this tier 5 to happen on 1710 kind of normal level, but he actually did it on the hard level, 1730. I think it's good. The fact that the soft reset happens at 1730 is goated, he says. Koreans hate
a small
rice eaters,
thing, like, what the
you know,
fuck?
rice farmers, RM tiers. MMO, when they want to, like, you know, have a long longevity, they should not let the people park for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, long time, because that means they lost the motivation to raise their character, which leads to a gold inflation. All right, this guy's low-key
true.
mad. He says, every time the LOAON ends, there's, like, you know, idiots. I'm gonna say one thing. If you want to quit the game because you didn't like LOAON, then quit quietly. Holy, okay?
Bro,
First of all,
Brother,
we don't
what is the point of writing these? Brother, nobody is ever going to do that. Nobody ever is going to fucking, bro, it's like nobody's ever going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, dude, every time with it, it's like the two sides of the thing. It's like one side is the guys like, yo, nobody cares you're quitting, and then the other side is like the side that will always run up the big paragraph. Like, brother, this is okay. This is just, what's the next one?
All right, next one. This shows how the director loves his players. So I guess this is the photo time that he was having with the real, you know, players. I felt moved by watching this. Sir, what part of that photo makes you moved? And then this guy says to this person, for the people who didn't feel moved, are you guys a virgin? What? Bro, that's so toxic. I mean, I'm not virgin, but yeah, I feel offended.
What is going on, bro? What is going on? What is going on, bro? This shit's so weird. This shit is so weird. I'm just confused though. It's just like a picture of it's just a picture with the director. I don't even know. Like, oh, is he holding his hand? Oh shit, he is holding his hand like that. Damn. Just holding his hand like that. Look at that. That's crazy. That's
This guy
crazy.
says to this person, for the people. And this guy says, dating a girl? Isn't that one of the hardest things to do in the earth? What? Honey, okay, yeah, nothing to see here. After the AI system comes out for cutting the ability stone, we all have to utilize that shit. Because I feel mentally ill when I try to cut those stones by myself. 41 upvote.
Not true.
I agree, and shows, bro, how do you, bro, he has 1 point and 3 point. Honey. All right, next one. I am tilted that Guardian Knight is a female. It should have been a male. For real, he says. And shows this emote. 58 upvote, 34 downvote. That's a lot of downvote. So we have 34 Kumers. Why can't they make it selectable, Shiba? True, bro, true. Literally the only male class after 2024 April is Breaker. Period. Wait, really? So for 4.5 years, Breaker is the only...
Yeah. Right? Yeah, true. True. Yeah, I mean, Breaker kind of hit though. I feel like I don't know, man. A lot of people made Breaker. A lot of people made Breaker too. It could be male. I don't think people care that much. The only downside of the males in every one of these games is the skins are just not as broken as. I mean, yeah, that's my point. But they're all broken when they come out, right? Damn, I feel like if I feel like if they just, the problem is the skin thing, you know? That's the only shitty part about playing a male is like you just don't get good skins in most MMOs. Most of the time. They have to be like armor based. They have to have like cool armor or like, because like a suit just hits, you know, so many times. There's like better casual drip, but yeah. Usually if you do a female, it's like the skins just kind of, they just look better, you know? New cast skin is fire mail. That's true, yeah. The destroyer skins are, the warrior skins are always good, bro. Yeah. Exactly. But that's like the thematic. The warrior skins just go hard because they're thematic. And I think that sometimes, I've said it before, it's like, bro, a bikini skin is just a bikini skin. Like, how many times can you redo them? You know, so I like the thematic skins a lot, man. The thematic stuff is cool. I appreciate that. And I think it looks good on nail too. So yeah, that is kind of interesting though. No other male one, huh? You know? What about the anniversary warrior skins? I mean, also interesting though, right? Also interesting. Worst skins of the gunner males, yeah, they're usually not that good. They're usually not that good, yeah. On the other side, for the female skins, how the naked they can be without being naked. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's how naked you can get without being naked. You're all right, yeah.
Male character? That's crazy. And this guy says, I like guys. Interesting. All right, next, last one. This LOAON is L because they didn't solve the mono class Andes and also the multi accounting joyers. This ain't it, he says. 70 upvote, 34 downvote. So I told you that Inven, you know, basically Korean community.
No, he's complaining that they didn't get rid of the people who play 6 Arcanas. Yeah, there's so like, dude, no, it's not a truing, bro. He's saying the opposite, Hopo. He's basically saying that they didn't solve the problem of people playing 6 Arcanas. Which just, it's just like I don't know. It's like such a spiteful culture. Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, that's what I wrote up on my list. It's like, people are so fixated on that. It's like, okay, well, if somebody makes 6 Arcanas, doesn't that just mean that they want to play only Arcana? You know what I mean? Like, that just means they only want to play Arcana. And so I think a better solution would be to give them more content to play on Arcana, right? To play the game more on Arcana. Like, you want to play Arcana more, so let them play more Arcana versus like, you know what I mean? Versus like the other alternative. It's giga efficient. Yeah, but like there's other ways of creating that type of gameplay loop. You know? I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Like maybe you're saying that they only do this to save the gems. Sure. Yeah. But like still, I think some people like to just play Gunslinger or Arcana. And usually it's there usually are like those types of players because they really like the gameplay. You know? They like the gameplay. Yeah.
Hates Rice Eaters, right? They also hate mono class players. If they don't hit the mono class players, then people will keep trying to play mono classes, making the same class over and over. It doesn't help for the game economy. I mean, in my opinion, the game is like slowly trying to move away from playing mono classes because they're adding like bunch of character bound stuff in Korea, right? Like Arcgrid, that's also full character bound, right? Remember that several months ago when he introduced this bound gem system, there was a base attack power and so many mono classes got tilted and they quit, right? But then like, you know, the director reverted that because so many people are quitting. And then now the counterparts, the different class entities got really mad and they started quitting. Like you were going into the correct direction. Why did you revert that? So this is a never-ending war between the mono class entities and the different class entities. To me, it looks like, so he reverted that because that was a sudden huge change for a lot of people. And he rather decided to slowly change the game. How? Making players naturally stop playing the mono class. Does that make sense? The Arcgrid
Scooter John
character bound is, you know, one of the examples.
Thank you, bro.
I guess like in the West there's a way to make it roster bound, but in Korea
can do viewer call-ins. Maybe, I don't know, man. I like doing the viewer call-ins, but it's like
medium level content is what the game needs. After Act 1, the new Abyssal Dungeons type content, 4-player. That's what we need. We don't need more endgame difficulty raids and tiring content.
I think like
content poggers.
I think that Yeah, a lot of what you said. Part of it I agree with. Yeah, I think the problem is like, I think the problem is like the way they have the overarching like design of stuff. It's like, I think they could solve a lot of this by just letting you play your main more. I think it would solve. I think it would indirectly solve both of these problems. You know, if you could just play your main more, it would help a lot. It takes time to create that type of stuff, but I think if you could play your main more, it solves a lot of these problems for most people. You know, it's just the way that they design stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Roster gem, bound would say they made. I mean, even the character bound. I don't think innately character bound stuff is bad. I think most of us actually want more character bound stuff. So whatever you do in that character, it's tied to the character, so you don't feel like the need to progress on something else. I think it's fine gameplay design wise for sure. But I mean, I'll get to the write up. Yeah,
it can't be roster bound. So, but still, the power of playing the mono class is huge. It's super efficient because of the gem, the original gem, and the relic engraving. It's actually a huge cost cut. And yeah, people are still mad like this. Anyways, that's all for the reaction of the LOAON. Let me know your thoughts.
Okay, I mean, it didn't really influence my opinion at all. I mean, you said like don't watch this first because it might influence my opinion, but I don't think it actually did influence it at all. I think it just strengthened the point that I wrote. So this is good. This is good. I think it helped. Let me put on some fucking. Let me put on like a nice certified like. Where do I go? What the fuck? Shut the hell up. Let me put this on, guys. This is just what is going on. I am never drinking alcohol again. I'm just so where. Give me my thing though. Where is it, guys? Where is my dun 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 dun? Do I even have it anymore? Is it gone? It might be. Are you making Dragonite? That's in my write-up. It's in my write-up, guys. It's in my write-up. Yeah, it's in the write-up. Where is it though? I always have it. Fuck yeah, I'm just gonna put this on, guys. Let me put this shit on. Classical bangers. My manifesto? It's not a manifesto. I wrote up my thoughts. I'm assuming, you know, I wanted to kind of share it before tomorrow. Okay, guys. So this is a work in progress. I actually don't have every single thing here that I just wrote up a lot of the things. And so we're going to go through this and I'll try my best to articulate what I want to say. Okay. So this is some of the things that I noted that I thought were like things that they talked about, right? The content they provided. There's probably a more in-depth write-up or of all the stuff that they did. Overall, I would say, well, let's just go through this. So first thing was they added 2 4-man raids. Same item level as Kazuros for the one that's coming out, which I thought was a nice touch. And then they changed one thing I thought was pretty interesting, and I don't know if this is correct. There's no more enraged healing feature. I think in general, just, you know, we're just gonna go through everything, right? We're just gonna go through everything. I think in general, this is a much better design of the game. I think that's just better. I think if you're able to survive the enrage, then you should be able to kill the boss, right? There's a lot of times, I think that's a good feature, right? Where like you just don't meet the damage check, but you're like, hey, we can survive this. I think they should do that, and I thought that was a really, really good thing. I liked it a lot. So 2 4-man raids. Honestly, I thought about it more and more. I definitely just prefer to do 4-mans. It's so much easier to play with my small friend group. It's hard to get 8 people together. So 4-man raids, I think it's a W. 2 of them is pretty cool. The new one, I guess, like some Gooner feature. Also, I thought this is nice. They added a sellable broom drop. So this, from my understanding, that the boss drops a broom, but when you loot it, you can post it on the auction house and it can be sold for actual gold. So stuff like that, I think, is a good thing to add, like incentive to doing raids in the future, cosmetics, and then you can make some money off something rare, and they should add more rare items from things. And rather than just doing an auction, I think it's better. So stuff like that, I think is good. The new world boss design, I could probably pull it up. New world boss design. So I also, if you remember, I wrote up all of these things. So I wrote up the things that I thought they were going to do. A lot of things I thought they were going to touch on, they didn't. The things that I wanted them to do, they did touch on some of them. So that was the day before LOAON. They have a new world boss system, which I thought was pretty cool. one thing I wrote up on the write-up was that I wanted them to do more of a reinvestment into the world of the game. They didn't hit it like, you know, whatever, but there's like a new world boss thing. I don't know where the fuck it is, but there's a giant ass world boss that you fight, and it's once a week, which I'm not actually I wish it was more than once a week. Kind of for me, that goes along with like trying to reduce the amount of things in the game, but it makes it a bigger event. So some people probably fuck with the idea that it's like a once a week thing. I prefer it to be like more than once a week, but I think it's cool that they're revisiting world bosses. Probably my favorite thing was just them adding new sailing content update for new zones and revamping the sailings in that area. They didn't go into a lot of detail, and I'll talk about that more later, but I thought that was pretty cool. That was something that I wrote down on my list. New horizontal content, I'll never do it, but there's like a new Hitman list thing. I can appreciate them trying to do some new like horizontal system that's like focused on killing people or something. That's not just like, I don't know where it was. It's like some weird Assassin's Creed hit list thing. I don't know where the fuck it was, but probably somewhere there. So that was pretty cool. I thought it was a nice touch. Maybe I can find it for the screen here. I don't know where the fuck it is, guys. Maybe there's a bunch of shit. I think this is the new sailing areas. Fuck with it. This is the world boss thing. Looks like it's like a giant fucking. Looks like it's like a giant fucking. This looks like what's the dragon? Behemoth. Okay, this is the new horizontal thing. Again, I'm never gonna do it, but looks kind of interesting, and it looks better than the other ones I've done in the past. So maybe I'll fuck with it. We'll see what it comes up with. Revamp the new player experience. A lot was done here. So a lot prior to LOAON with just the revamping of the leveling, but also just a lot with their new quest feature thing where you get progression stuff. They did a bunch with the new player system to make it a little bit like more intuitive, less confusing, and then the streamlined leveling I thought was pretty good. And that's what I should have wrote down. The Express I wrote down, I'll talk about that more in a little bit, but I think that was also really good. And usually this thing is, I don't know how I feel about this yet. But overall, I thought the new player experience system was pretty good, because usually that's where they switch back and forth from. They do a LOAON based on like end game player stuff, and they do a LOAON based on like new player stuff. And this was definitely one of those LOAONs where it felt like it was targeted towards new players more than veteran players, right? And for us, sometimes we can appreciate those types of things because we want new players, but it feels like, well, you're also neglecting what like the game needs overall. Solo Mortem and Brel, good, but no mention of the flex raid, which I thought was a fat L. Like there was no mention of it at all. Solo Mord, Brel, and Mortem I thought was like really cool, but like zero mention of the no flex thing. Didn't even talk about it. I'm like, what the fuck? You brought it up last one. You know what I mean? Kind of weird. Character skill loadout and copy paste. This for me also just giga new player. Whenever you make a new character, it's really annoying setting up the skills and you're just going based on what they give you, and to just say, hey bro, just copy and paste my code, you can use my build, I think makes the game like way, you know, this is the new leveling UI. It looks like it gives you like mats and rewards. So as you do quests and stuff, you just kind of like gear up your character through that, which I can appreciate for someone that's new, that needs to know how to play the game. This is the copy paste shit somewhere here. You can just copy paste the build, and you can also export your code. I thought that was pretty nice. Like Hearthstone has this shit. You can just copy decks, boom, put it in. We could probably use that on our website as well. Snowy! Thanks for the raid, bro. Appreciate you, man. I don't know what you're saying, but it's all good. I'm just going to do down a wall that. Thanks for the raid. AI stone cutting and other progression systems. I don't know if they only applied the AI to stone cutting, but I remember Wine saying something about honing, where you can like auto do a lot of stuff. I thought that was pretty good. I still think it's like, if it's just on stones, it's kind of weird, but 10x honing. Oh, so you can 10x tap on honing. Yeah, these are great QOLs. Okay. Probably my second favorite thing was the new character gold exchange vendor. So they didn't have any answer to the, I don't even know how this is applicable, to be honest with you. They had zero answer to like the expanding the roster thing. Like, oh, we're just not going to do it, but we're adding this in. I feel like that wasn't really, I think what they were showing was, hey, we have a fat gold inflation problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in a system where you can spend more gold and things like that. And it was this one. This to me was probably the second biggest thing they announced for new people, I thought, which was an in-game vendor where you can just buy gems, oreja, accessories that are, they said mid, but these are high. So I don't think it's mid. I think it's a high accessory. And then also a bracelet with the right stats. The reason why I like this is they actually had the forethought to include bound gold. So I'll write up that in a little bit, but this shop I thought was really good. This is something that asked to be in the game for a long time. The reason why this stuff is important is it sets a default market value to a specific item, right? So if something is like capped at a vendor and you can buy it, that means generally it'll lower the price of X goods, like level 7 gems, 20K. Okay, if you can get 5 of them, 20K, and then bracelets, etc. I don't know what the fuck this box is, but there's other tabs as well. But I thought this was pretty good. So somebody that's new can like make their character, do their solo raids, you're earning a lot of bound gold, but you can't get the gear with it, right? You have to go, in my new player guide, I'm like, yo, you got to find ways of making unbound gold so you can start buying the gems, buying the accessories, buying the stuff. That's what I would say. Like, hey, look for ways to make unbound gold, whether it's Chaos Gate, life skilling, or doing the raids or whatever. You're going to have to find ways to do that so you can start progressing in the game, to giving them a good transition point by having a vendor in the game that you can spend the bound gold. I thought it was pretty good. Dragonite class looks cooler than I thought. I was kind of drunk during the show. I'm going through all the positive stuff here. I was kind of drunk during the show. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't make a fool of myself, but it looked a lot cooler than I expected, and the class seems super broken. This is like my third favorite thing they added. This is for me, selfishly, additional raid difficulty. They said they're going to make normal mode and hard mode a bit easier, and then normal mode will be some endgame whale content, which I think innately with the way Lost Ark is designed, there has to be something beyond just normal and hard mode. Like, what's the point? Like, what is the point of gearing up your character? There's no reason to. Everyone's doing the exact same raids, and I think that's bad. Personally, I don't think it's good, in my opinion, to have hard mode and then everybody within the hard mode, because that creates a different expectation amongst hard mode, right? So if you're doing hard mode and then there's somebody that's super fucking geared within the party, he's going to look to play with other people that are around his gear score, right? It's just not good. You don't want to be in a lobby. First of all, it's not fun. Subjectively to me, it's not fun. I don't want to play with someone that's like fucking 2 times as strong as me. It's just not fun. Like, I'm not playing the game, right? But by having that extra difficulty and separating those players, at least the gear expectation amongst hard mode will be more realistic, right? Like the fact that, like, you know, you do an A gear or you do a new raid and there's this fucking guy that's so much stronger and he's gatekeeping based on what he expects, it's just bad. So there has to be a separation. If you're going to have people push to a higher limit of gear score, because it's not capped, right? The reality is that I'm doing, hard mode Act 4, right? And I'm 1750, right? And then you could be what, 1720? It's like, bro, there's a huge difference between me and you. It's like not even close. So like people should want to play around where they're at, and they should make normal mode and hard mode easier. Normal mode has been so easy for a long time. I would still say, I don't know if that's I would still say that normal mode for a new player, I watch Sunny all the time, it's still kind of challenging, but it's not anywhere near as challenging as it used to be. I mean, everything is telegraphed. Everything is shown. You know exactly what the fuck is going on. You could just show up, honestly, and like figure it out pretty easily. The live system adjusted. I thought this was a good change as well. Although some stupid motherfuckers are going to say, oh, one rat's going to eat all of the lives. Well, that person needs the lives, right? So like sometimes I think it's good if someone in the raid may not have the raid down as much as you do. And if they can eat an extra life, I don't need the life. You know, it's the truth though, right? Giving people, let's say Siori comes into the raid, right? Hypothetically, one of my friends, and he doesn't know the mech very well. So he dies there and he loses a life. It's like, no, bro, you can take the res. I think this is a better system overall for people that need to learn the game better, right? Obviously, if you give everyone 2 lives, that's just stupid as fuck. But letting people share a pool of lives, I think is a better system overall for the game. Gems are added to Guardians to add value. I thought was pretty decent because Guardians currently have 0 value. They feel bad outside of just doing them. Like, what the fuck is the point of a Guardian? I think they showed it somewhere here. I thought this was nice. Yeah, you have the Astro Gems, but now we have actual gems. So Guardians feel a little bit more, you know, meaningful, right? I think the content, the daily content needs to be added more. They added a new replacement thing at 1730 where it's rotating weekly Guardians with like a new map design. So they said something along the lines of, I don't know, but I remember Wine saying in the translation, and I'll talk about why this is so important in general afterwards, why like I don't remember, I don't know. But they showed that it's like a mixture of things or something, and now the Guardians rotate weekly, and the map will just be a super small map where you just drop in on it. And they said they're going to reduce some of the patterns and mechs and things like that to make the Guardians just a little bit more like, yeah, it's just like this map over here. You just like drop in, boom, there it is. And you can also see the HP bar now. So I mean, that took fucking forever, but you can finally see how much HP a Guardian has. And I thought that was pretty good. You know what I mean? Gems, rotating Guardians every week so that it's more fresh, making the Guardians a little bit less annoying and things like that. Removing Pharaoh and Flare. Yeah. Okay. So we're kind of, I think you guys are starting to understand what's going on here. New Makoko Express. I have a lot of thoughts on this. Personally, I saw on Reddit, people are unhappy that there's a pay track in the Makoko Express. I understand both sides. I think that if for a Korean game, this is pretty standard, especially with Maple Story. Like that's a big competitor for them where you can pay $30 to get like an accelerated track. I don't really innately hate, like, let's say they just gave you whatever they were going to give you. I don't hate that somebody can pay fucking $30-40 to get a really good deal to catch up faster, right? In Maple Story, it never really felt bad. I was like, oh, I'll buy this. I want to catch up quickly. And I think if it's more cost affordable and you can get good shit from it, I don't hate it. At the same time, I totally understand why someone would be like, well, why don't you just give that stuff for free? Well, then there's always going to be more that they could give. You know what I mean? Horace, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, sir. So it just depends on, like, I think the big tell will be, is the free track just dog shit? Oh, you got top 6? Yo, grats, Horace. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations, Mr. Man. That's awesome, bro. Congratulations on your top 6. Yeah, I think if the free track is what we normally get, it's fine. And if the paid track gives some additional shit, I think it's fine. To me, I'm not saying this is what they should do. I'm just saying I think it's fine. Because, like, bro, when my friends come into the game, they're always down. Yeah, I'll throw something at the game. Like, what can I throw at the game to get a little bit more accelerated? They will. People do it. But if the free track just sucks dick and then the only good track is the paid track, well then, you know, we'll see. But I think it's okay to offer like level 8 gems and things like that and like better accessories. I think these are the mid-mids, which are slightly better than the vendor highs, which is kind of whatever. But if it's just whatever, then I think it's okay. I think it's fine to offer an accelerated track for people that want to catch up. Okay, so here's my honest take, guys, okay? Looking at all of this, this is a lot of what I wanted them to follow up on. Because a lot of what they shared beforehand, I did want them to bring up, which it does seem like over the past year, the game has gone in a much more casual approach. Regardless of that, I still wanted content for people like me because I play the game and I want to enjoy harder stuff too. So I thought the nightmare difficulty was a good thing. And like Saint said, they did a lot of this. And a lot of the things I mentioned on my list, they did touch on. There were some key things that they didn't touch on. And I'll talk about that more in a bit. But the grander philosophical changes were not present, or at least not demonstrated well. And I'll talk about that more in a second. Okay? On paper, if I just look at all of this, the LOAON doesn't actually look that bad. I think a lot of, though, what changes it for you guys as a viewer in the West is either it's through improper translation, a language barrier, or what I think is more likely, their presentation skills being bad. It missed the mark for a lot of Western players. Sometimes the way you craft your words and how you talk about things has a big impact. And this is why I still think having a good speaker is so important for player sentiment. And I'll give you an example why. Okay, currently they quickly showed a Guardian slide with gems in the loot table. They didn't even talk about it. They just showed it. They just literally showed a screen that had gems on the loot table. That's it. They didn't show it. They didn't talk about it. They didn't mention it. They didn't fucking, okay? And I'm going to spin this for you guys now and how you would have gone finally, okay? Which is the exact same thing on paper, okay? We understand, this is old Gold River. This is why I was a Gold River fan. This is what made me make the Respect Time video. We understand that the current daily loop doesn't feel that rewarding. Guardians have lost a lot of value over time and are just more annoying to do than exciting. Because of this, we wanted to design the map so it's straightforward. We toned down the mechs and patterns so you can just hop in and have fun. We will also be rotating them every week for a more fun and refreshing feel, including some community favorites. We also decided to add gems to the loot table to provide more value, but we don't think that's enough or what some of you deserve. On top of that, I hear the community concerns about gems. We don't want you to have so many progression systems to worry about, especially as new players who earn so much bound gold. To ease the gems, bracelets, and accessories, we added an in-game vendor where you can buy level 7 gems, high accessories, and even correct stat bracelets for a set price. You can use your bound gold here as well. This will aid you in your journey as a new player, but also help regulate the prices of these items on the market, so when you transition to begin using the market, upgrades should be much more affordable. So this is what I mean on paper. LOAON wasn't that bad. But because of their choice of words, script writing, or translation, the info just never is delivered well at all. Additionally, if I'm being honest, we've seen a lot of players drop off over the past 2 months. And I think Western players wanted a LOAON that was a banger, something that would excite them, or in most cases, excite their friends to come back. A larger structural change in gameplay rather than a casual directional shift. They needed a marketable event, and that is why I think there's a major disconnect between Korean players and NA and EU players. For us, the situation feels more dire, but for them, they just feel kind of chilling. Did you use ChatGPT? Absolutely not. I wrote that myself. I'm telling you, bro, having a good speaker, guys, I'm telling you, I'll go up there and just fucking, let's just have some, guys, I can sell a fucking dead fish. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, it's just how you present things. And what you guys want is you guys want to feel heard. You guys want them to convey the frustrations that you have, but they don't do that. They don't even talk about the things that are important to you. They might say, oh, all you care about when you're watching it is you get wine saying something. They show a screen. You go, fuck yeah, that's great news. Or they didn't even mention this. And you want them to mention the pain points. You want them to know that you know that the X, Y, or Z has to get changed. So I wrote this myself and literally fucking, I'm not even in bed. I wrote this in bed. Right? And so I think that's the big difference. The big difference is that in the West, right now, everyone's like, fuck, bro, how do we get people to come back? How do we get our friends to come back? And the huge difference is the RU roadmap looks pretty mid, right? And I think the roadmap further proves my initial thoughts about Lost Ark content to be true. Kazuro's literally released 2 weeks ago, but people are already looking at the roadmap and going, holy fuck. We got 2 raid releases, arguably very good raid releases. But because the content excitement of the raid is so short-lived, and it's like, well, it's fun for a couple weeks, then what? Right? Then what? You need something overarching that ties the game together more so in the meantime. Something that will give you the excitement to play, which is why you guys see people come check out the game. They try out the new class. They do some of the solo raids. They do maybe one of the later raids in a group or something with the Mokoko Bootcamp, and then they leave. Add in 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to snooze it. I snoozed it. I snoozed it for the cuties in the chat. Use your prompts if you haven't already, guys. So the thing is that's why people just leave, guys, because they're just going to play the fun part and then they don't. There's nothing wrong innately with doing that. you play the content and you get bored. And then people look at them like, oh, why are they leaving? Because they're fucking bored, guys. They've done what they wanted to do. They tried out Dragon Knight. They did all of the solo raids. They might have got some high accessories. Maybe they got a level 8 gem. And they did like some of the things that they wanted to do. And then PoE 2 season comes out and they want to go play PoE 2. And so that innately is just what it's going to be. And so for us, the people that like playing the game, you want to have fun all of the time. You want to be entertained by the game all of the time. You want something that will last longer than a raid tier. You shouldn't look at a roadmap and go, damn, we're not getting a raid for 2 months or whatever the fuck it's going to be. That's too long. Okay, that just means that they spend, I wrote this down, with the Kaz releasing only a few weeks ago, the excitement produced from the amazing raids that they create are too short-lived. And while the event we get in December will probably be very good for new players, the veteran player sentiment has to be good and enough and welcoming enough for new players. That's why we saw a huge surge in the summer for Valkyrie, because we got Paradise, the progression was made easier. Your core fundamental problems that you felt at the time, some of them were being addressed. Some of them, not all, some of them were being addressed. So then you felt better about things. So when somebody asked, you're like, yeah, it's a great time. Offended Goat! 10 gifted subs W's for Mr. Offended Goat. Yo, thank you, Offended. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. So for those of you guys that are like down about it, I understand it, because like you want a core fundamental, but you want something that is going to bring back your friend. What the game needs to focus on is doing a good event to bring in new people, and then understand they're going to play the game. They're going to go through the dope shit. They're going to try out the new class. And then after that, they're going to go play something else. So it goes back to what I said. I want them to ideally reinvest more into the world and in the content in the world to keep you engaged during droughts, so that you're having fun in that time frame. So you're enjoying yourself, right? That has to happen at some point. The big problem though is that it's again now in Amazon's court to figure out how they're going to navigate the situation. I think there's so much they can do in simple communications via live streams, videos to restore confidence, or a good roadmap. I think they have the ability to if they have the ability to alter their schedule of content, they can actually do a lot, but they have to be able to actually do it. From a lot of the changes that have taken place, the game could end up feeling a lot better or fresh just based on some of the things up here, right? Just based on some of the small things, whether it's the sailing shit, the new Guardian stuff, like all of those small things could end up feeling a lot better. A new raid system it could feel better, right? New world boss stuff. These are good things that make the game feel fresh for the time being. But, where is it? What did I write here? But if people aren't there to experience it, it ultimately doesn't matter. And what I mean by that is all of these things on paper could be really good, but if people aren't playing the game, it doesn't actually matter. So now I think a lot of it has to do with Amazon to see how they have to do a banger event in December. For those of you guys that like fucking really care, they have to do a banger event in December, and they have to do a good job communicating they're going to bring some of these things over as soon as possible, right? As soon as possible. And so for me, I'm at a bit of a crossroads. I woke up this morning, I looked at Dragon Knight, and I'm like, holy fuck, this class looks so sick. And I know Lost Ark is the only MMO for the next year minimum that will, I really have Chrono Odyssey if I like MMOs, guys, and I have Ion 2, which Ion 2 I think will come out at the end of 2026. That's it. There's literally nothing else for me as a player to fulfill the class fantasy thing. Because I know Ashes of Creation guys are playing that in 3 days. Yep. I know that I'm not going to get, like, even, dude, that's how fucking crazy it is, bro. Like, I'm just going to show you on paper, guys. PoE 2 Druid. I can find it. Look at this shit.
Finally, build up enough rage and you can use one of the bear's ultimate abilities, Walking Calamity. This skill summons a storm of fire.
I think it looks pretty cool, right? There's not that many games, you know, I'm going to find that will fulfill like a super dope combat class fantasy like Lost Ark. So I do want them to do like a good job to fix it. But then at the same time, I feel fucking weird where it's like, bro, like, what do I do? Do I want to make this? Do I want to support the game when they do? You know what I mean? It's fucked, you know? My favorite time of the year is when we get a new class release. It's my favorite thing to do. Like in gaming in general, outside of streaming, guys, I probably would always do this, is when a new class releases, I get to gear it up, doing all of the new raids, swiping to get caught up on day one just to get fighter is one of my favorite experiences, guys. But I think Amazon has a lot to do now to fulfill player confidence. That's the truth, right? You guys want to like to see like, hey, like this shit's fucked over here. You guys need to do something. You know what I mean? Like you guys have to do something. And I think on paper, a lot of these things are good. I don't think it was bad, but it lacked that thing that you guys wanted to hear to incite confidence in your friends, people that stop playing, and maybe yourself, right? You wanted a bit more to be like, yeah, that's what I want. But like for me, I wrote down a lot and they fulfilled a lot of those things. But it needs to have that wow factor to like make sure people are there to experience it. Right? People have to be there to experience that stuff. I mean, all these things can be great, but if you're not there to play it, it doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter. What else did I write here? For now, I'll wait for the roadmap video. I'll watch a Dragon Knight release tomorrow, see how broken she is after the clappy guy spends a small house on it, and then I'll just, vibe it out. Right now, I just woke up. I'm fucking kind of hungover. I don't, I'm still thinking about like how I feel about things. I want to see what Amazon has to say about stuff. I don't know what they can do to like incite confidence in a lot of you guys. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, these are good changes. Some people are like, this is fucking terrible. I don't think it was terrible, but I do understand like you need that like thing. And I think a lot of it has to come from, I'm just saying it, bro, has to come from like how we used to have it with Gold River, bro. It's just the truth. Because I showed you this example right here, and tell me that this didn't sound better. Tell me this, what I wrote, guys. Be honest for a moment and no meme. Tell me what I wrote didn't resonate with you way harder. Tell me it didn't give you some confidence and like, oh, they give a fuck. It did, right? And so the way that they communicate stuff, whether it's translated poorly or it's a language barrier or whatever, that's just, that's just like, I mean, for those that say no, that's fine. Maybe the way you see things is different, but I think for a lot of people it would matter, it would matter. Yeah. Anyways, the way it said it's matter. Well, it's perspective, right? It's perspective, it's perfect because the changes on paper is good. The vendor is like a really good thing. And the other thing that sucks too is a lot of new player changes. They're good in the fact that you want new people to check out the game, but you're not a new game player. You're not an early game player. And I don't think no matter what they do, the early game player experience will be similar. People will come, they'll check it out. It'll be much better than the last time they played. They'll probably have a lot more fun than the last time they played. They'll probably check out the new class. And then, dude, there's nothing that you can do, guys, to prevent a majority of them from moving on to go try something else. Because people just want to go play something else. They just want to go play something else. And so ultimately what you want is something to keep you engaged in the game, right? Something to keep you happy about the engagement of the game. And I don't think the things that you guys complain about are wrong. I don't think they're wrong. I think a lot of them make a lot of sense. I think a lot of them are fair. A lot of the things I think too. There's some big key points here that I like the reinvestment into the world, but I wanted to see a big gold structural change. I wanted to see a different way of making goals. Another thing I wrote down that I really wanted is I wanted another way to progress in the game outside of raiding. Not just gold. I mean, progression stuff. It's cool. You can make gems and adding values to dailies and stuff like that. But I would like to see like, hey, like the next thing that you get, like for to me, it's like, okay, there's the reset, right? It'd be cool if there's other ways to get soft reset material. I like stuff like that. Anyway, that's really my write-up. That's generally how I feel. I read a lot of different comments, and what I said is what I said. Tomorrow I'm going to watch the Dragon Knight thing, and then I'm going to see what Amazon has to say. And I have to think about like, I'm at a weird dude, I want to make Dragon Knight so bad. I think it looks so fucking cool. Like it looks so sick to me. But I also don't want people to be upset. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that either. I don't want that. I want to share something fun. You know, I want to share something fun. I want people to be happy, right? So why people be upset? People are upset. They want more. They want more. You know, people are upset because they want something to bring in. People are worried. You know, they're worried. They want the game to move in a better track, and that's on Amazon to instill the confidence, right? And to make some changes and things like that. They have to do a better job, I think. Still, you know, still a better job. You want to play the front attacker or the hitmaster? I don't know. I'll see tomorrow. Yeah, they want fresh players and retention. I understand. You know what I mean? I understand for sure. Yeah. Ignite server, yeah, those are great for new people, but I want to figure out a way to instill confidence in veteran players too, because if veteran players aren't happy, some of them are just, dude, for some people, it's enough. You know what I mean? For some people, it's enough what they shared. For some people, it's not enough. And for those people too, like, they're just fucking burnt, bro. You know what I mean? Like, some people play the game for like 3-4 years. It's been enough. You know what I mean? Like, hey, dude, I'm good. I've played the game a fuckload. And that's also okay as well. You know? I'll try out the game in December, the new Coco Express. I mean, a lot of people probably will. To reassure some of your guys' worries, the event will probably be very good. There'll probably be like a bunch of events. People will make a bunch of progress and people will probably have fun. But overarching, it's like, this is a repeatable loop. Somebody said it's the same like fluff LOAON. It's like, brother, the comments you guys write are the exact same too. You know what I mean? It's the same eternal loop. I live in the loop. You know, the loop is the same. It's not just the LOAON is the same. The game's loop is the same. And so what I want to see and what I wanted to see was ways to create content to make it so people don't loop as much. Right? So you're having more fun in the downtime. Because I promise you guys, the biggest villain to Lost Ark is boredom. It's the one thing about Lost Ark that they still, in my opinion, have yet to solve. Class launches are fun. Raid launches are fun. When that new progression system comes out, it's fucking 50% hit or miss. But in general, like, you're okay with it for a little bit, and then eventually you're bored. And when you're bored, that's when, you know, things aren't good. People are exhausted. People are exhausted. Absolutely, people are exhausted. And so what kills exhaustion is fun. You know, was fun. So yeah, we'll see though. You know, tomorrow I'll watch the Dragon Knight thing. I'll probably get some fucking popcorn. I'll watch everyone spend thousands of dollars, and then I'll make my decision after watching if the class looks fucking cool or not. Hopefully it's not OP, and then I'll figure it out, and then we'll see what Amazon has to say. Hopefully they do a good video, and I hope that they take some of my advice here, and we'll see. You know, we'll see. I really believe the new Arc has been killed for the release. It's such a slug knowing that it takes so long to get. I agree, and that Arc takes too long to progress. Like, if I'm Amazon, I'm giving out a fucking Arc core. Just give out a fucking selector. You know what I mean? Just give out two. Bro, again, if I had something to use my gems on, I would not hate cutting them as much. I'm not saying it's fun to cut them, but at least if I knew I could turn on something dope, I would do it. But like, I ain't even turning it on, bro. I have all legendary cores. Yeah, make it too. I'm just saying, giving out some cores would be a good idea. You know what I mean? This is like some scary ass music. Some scary ass music. Ashram is the problem. You want to play one more character? Yeah, 100%. You're right too. That's why I only like playing one or two. But fuck, man. Like, I'm not gonna. Like, I'm just being honest and I look at this class now, and like, I was drunk when I watched it, but then I look at it again, and I go, fuck, bro. And then I watch Memo fucking explain the class too, and it's like, it's just fucked, man. Like, I think it's, you know, dude, the fact that some people look at a class show like this and go like, oh, like, it's one of the, I'm not as impressed as this one, is like more to say so to me that, like, damn, like, the classes in this game are really fucking cool. They're so, and I love classes, bro. Classes are my favorite thing. They're my favorite thing, bro. I love this type of shit. You know? So it's just fucked. I don't really have that kind of relationship with the game, Diplo. I'll be honest with you, bro. It's not that it has me by the balls. It's just like, I like to experience the new classes in Lost Ark. It's a fun experience. For some people, it's a PoE league. For me, dude, I love making new classes. It's so fun to go into the raid, learn my rotation, like, set up everything, fucking gear it up, do the raid, get fighter, get laughed at. I love it. It's just like it's a fun moment in time for me. I just wish it was more fun outside of that, right? New classes are so fun, man. So fun. So fun. If LOAO reset every season had no days weeklies, I don't do the thing is I would say it's I'm on the other. I want them to add more content into the game. I want to be able to play the game 7 days a week, but not in the way that they want me to play the game 7 days a week. You know, I've said it. Lofty said it. We said this for years. Some days I want to play Lost Ark, but I don't want to play Lost Ark. My vision of playing Lost Ark isn't fun doing 6 mortems. You know, I want to play my Dragon Knight way more. When Dragon Knight comes out, I want dope shit to do with it. Bro, there's nothing worse when the new class comes out and you finish all of your raids on day 1 and day 2. What the fuck do you do? I mean, you do Guardians for fun. Like, you know what I mean, bro? It's like, I want to be, you know, it's like you play the class, you gear it up, and you're like, dude. Yeah. It's fucked. TFM, I mean, yeah, that's a solution for a little bit, you know? You go grind Crucible. More things like that would be great. More Crucible things, you know? That's what I'm saying. The world boss being once a week, it's cool. Big ass world boss now. It's like a bigger event. It's like stronger. It's a big thing. Cool. Fuck, man. Once a week? Come on, man. Like 3 times a week would be cool. I want to go beat up a big ass dragon with my new class. You know? I want to go fuck up some shit and I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You create another class, but I don't want it. That's not my vision of fun, Ellie, right? 9 bards is not my vision of fun. My vision of fun is 1 bard, 1 Dragon Knight, and a bunch of shit to do on it.
Thank God.
Right? That's my vision of fun. 1 Dragon Knight, 1 character, and a bunch of shit to do on it. Dendoki! How are you, sir? Since they take longer to finish, the director keeps mentioning that they want mixed systems that are finished over time because that's their way of creating things to do in the downtime. Again, on paper, if Arc Grid is just the cores and a bunch of raids drop cores and the cores are like, you know, cool effects on your character, it's fun to go do them. Oh, hopefully this week is my week. That's how it works in other MMOs too. You go do a thing, you want this item to drop, it makes you strong as fuck, and you hope to get it every week. That's how you'd create fun week-on-week content. The problem is like, I think a big problem for us is the gems, I think, just how it feels, and then not having anything to cut the gems for. What are you cutting the gems for? You're stashing them for a long time for the opportunity of getting the core, right? It's okay to have rare loot. And if in the next raid, the fucking weird witch lady that everyone thinks is so hot for some reason, you know, if this has more things to drop in there that are rare, then that's how you create fun week-on-week content. But it's just that small moment in time, right? It's just that moment in time. The VTuber, you know? Yeah, I agree, Spiral. What you understand, Spiral, I agree with you. You're saying what I want, you know? Yeah. I think it's okay too, though. Like I'm telling you, it's not an abnormal concept. You know, tier sets dropping, you don't get it all right away. You work through the raid tier, and then it's a very common thing, at least in a very successful MMO called WoW, where you have tier sets and you farm for it and you get it. It changes your gameplay and it's fun. But I think they could do a better job. You know, getting a support core sucks dick. Getting the wrong core sucks dick. Better pity would be great. I think a lot of things could be done there. You know? No, I mean, that's how a lot of Korean MMOs are like that. A lot of them are like that. And the reason why they're like that is people are okay with it. They're okay with it, you know? Oh my God. You can go, WoW, and in WoW, you can go weeks without getting your tier. Yeah, 100%. But that's just a culturally accepted over there. Lost Ark, this is the first time where it's RNG with a pity. It's RNG when you're going to get your big class defining spike. And some people don't like that. You know, like you might get this cool game, and it's, you know, it's weird because like, I don't disagree. If it's so RNG and there's not many sources of it, if I want to make a new class, when am I getting the core? You know, I want to play Slayer. I want to play the new Whirlwind Slayer. I want to play X, Y, or Z, but it's like, I wanted to play the Beam version of Soul Fist. When am I going to get it? You know, when am I going to get it? So that matters too as well. Arc Grid changes coming tomorrow in the patch notes. I don't think that's likely. I think it's possible as for a core. I think they could just do a better job of communicating right now. I think them being so silent, in my opinion, is just a big fuck up. It's so free to do a live stream. In my opinion, I really think if I'm Henry and Matt, you're at Amazon, just do a fucking live stream. You know? That's on the RU roadmap. I mean, it's just, I talked about it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, do we get the cores in the new class? I mean, I don't know. How do we get cores on Dragonite? What are the cores on Dragonite? Those are all exciting things. I want to, like, oh my God, I want to play Dragonite and get the new cores. But I want to feel like a good route of getting there, right? 2 relic cores and 1 legendary for the Beam Soul Fist. It's a bit scuffed, so it's annoying. No cores, most Astros are trash. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I meant the Korean patch. I mean, maybe there will probably be things. That's what I'm saying, though. There will probably be a lot of things that will come out over the patch notes that they don't even include. Like the last LOAON, they did some stuff. Then they had all these dope things in the patch notes. It'll probably be like that. It's just that people over here, they want a confidence instiller, right? Because we're in a different situation. Korea's chilling. For us, we want something that's going to instill confidence. That's what people want. Something that's going to make you feel like, okay, thank you, you know? Can't wait to make Dragonite and wait through. That's what I'm saying, you know? Also, I mean, can we, I hope Dragonite comes sooner as well. You know? Yeah, there's a lot they can do, bro. A lot they can do. A lot. Anyways, guys, I said short stream today. I'm going to go get some dinner, hang out with Sunny. I wasn't going to stream, but Casper gave me a lot. I'm still a little hungover. Tomorrow, we're going to go live. It's Dragonite launch. It'll be a long stream tomorrow, so we'll be here. I wanted to give you guys my recap. Hopefully, that was good. Hopefully, you know, it was either helpful, fucking, like, hopefully it was just, you know, a good vibe or something.
Hello.
At the very least. And then we'll be back tomorrow for a normal stream, okay? A better one for sure and a more normal one. But hopefully it was helpful. Yeah, I know super short, but yeah. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow, okay? Love you all very much. Tomorrow should be fun. And then maybe we'll get some more Amazon news tomorrow as well. Okay? Appreciate you guys. Take it easy, everyone. Yeah, hopefully it was fun. All right, love you guys. Host Kiba or else. I don't know who Kiba is. I just sent to John as I looked over on the left. I don't know who Kiba is. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow. My nose is fucked.